Okay, hey guys, Christina Blackfeather here. Gonna get some things set up and see how this is going on the computer. Do-de-do-de-do-de-do. Okay, so just doing a sound check. Sounds good. All right. Give you guys some music to listen to for a moment. I get it off of the I'm so confused. Okay. All right. And oh, my neighbor's Pomeranians are out. It's still light, so I get to see all the pommies. They're cute. She's got a lot of them. My computer freeze up? There it goes. Now my computer froze. Figures. Okay, and oh, brain fart. Discord. Oops, what happened here? Discord went goofy? Oh, I surrender. Finally. Some days. Okay, and over to my own Discord. We should probably get on to Paranoia's too. Stream share, get into the right category. Discord, not exactly my favoriteest thing. Okay, now Twitter, my next not exactly my favoriteest thing. There. Okay. Back over to YouTube to check, and it seems there's nothing going on. All right. All right. So here we are. You notice my screen probably looks a little different. I got a heavy-duty bendable rack for my iPad, and so that's what we're on right now. So phone calls coming through are not going to be a thing. The iPad's on its own dedicated line. So if something were to come through, it doesn't receive calls. It actually, you know, just picks up messages from my phone. So there shouldn't be any trouble today. I'm hoping. It looks like the sound is good so far. This is my first live stream on this iPad, and so we'll see how it goes. So today I plan on doing some more work on the bottles. I haven't fired any yet. Sorry, I had a bath and everything, and it's like the tip of my nose is driving me crazy. Anyway, goddess bless it. Just wrong, I tell you. All right. So gotta get to work on these bottles. I don't know, depending on how much energy I have. It is 5 p.m. I'm very early compared to usual, and I've been up since 1 and I have to work all night. So we'll see where I'm sitting. I can't get my nose under control, sweetie. So, depending on what I feel like doing, I have a couple bottles I want to work on. If I have the time and the inclination, we might start on the background work on Puppy here, which is already on a pre-stretched canvas. But, yeah. And there we go, I start yawning again. Just remember, people, everything, it needs to be fueled. By Bob Ross, Positive Energy. I'm not breaking into this because this is my last can of this stuff. And if I find any more, I may have some again. But I quit drinking soda again. And, you know, I was drinking the diet anyway, but just too much. I was not feeling very good and stuff. And since I've gone, I mean, I still drink Crystal Light. And I drink tea and I drink water, and I'm feeling 100% better. So I'm just gonna continue with that, try to clean my diet back up, get my health back on track, and start losing weight again is what I'm trying to do. But it's like both of us ended up feeling icky again, and, you know, I don't know. It's like ultimate cold and flu and everything else season around here. Gets annoying. So I haven't even gotten to tearing apart this art room the rest of the way. But other than that, I just got done watching a preview for a Pixar short that's airing on Disney Plus called Loop. And I want to make people aware of it. I've had kids with severe autism that I've taken care of over the years, and this one goes the difference between two kids with different neurological things going on that are in a canoe together looping around this lake, and the one girl does not talk at all, and it looked pretty interesting, and the fact that they used a real girl with autism to play the girl who doesn't talk, because the one actress with autism doesn't talk. Um, they're pretty spot on with it, and I just thought I'd bring that up. It's pretty cute. The animation, of course, is spectacular, and it just kind of gives an insight into communication with somebody who's autistic, and just the thought processes that when they can't communicate, how to actually, you know, speak with them and stuff. And so really, really cute little short. So I recommend it be watched. Otherwise, I'm watching Lock and Key on Netflix. Hi, Doc Zayas. Lock and Key on Netflix is kind of a mix between Stranger Things and I don't know. It's a little teenage centered, but it's not obnoxious. It's like Stranger Things in that regard. A pretty interesting show. It's a series, and so far, kind of liking it. They've put some good thought into it, and the acting is not too bad. The premise of the story is really decent, and yeah, it's an enjoyable watch. So much better than the one called Aretes, although I'm still watching that one too, because it's just when I'm in my sick and twisted moods, that's what I'm watching. I haven't touched Doctor Who for a while because I binged watched up to the middle of Tom Baker, and then I kind of had to stop for a while because, you know, it's only so much binge watching of one thing. And then I'm also watching Worst Cooks in America. So I haven't been on YouTube too much. Yeah, I think so. I think you got it right. Stranger Things and The Haunting of Hill House kind of mixed together, and it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. So anyway, I might as well get on with this instead of sitting here and not doing anything. And no, I didn't. I just washed my hair and combed it. I didn't do anything with it. Yeah, Stranger Things is fun. That I wasn't so sure about the last season. I think some of the kind of childhood wonder that the kids had, of course, they're getting older, so it disappeared a bit. But it still was well written and everything, and ended really sad and stuff. But it the first two seasons were definitely the best on that one. But they're continuing on, and hubby and I are waiting for Lucifer, and we're waiting for The Witcher to continue as well. So those are our big ones that we want to see. So, you know, we have to toss a coin to our Witcher. Anyway, let's get on with it, because the outside light is fading, so the light in here is going to change a little bit, I imagine, but we'll deal. So I'm going to flip this camera around. There we go. And I'm going to have to move the tablet just a little bit. Oh, come on. The stand I got here was $20, and boy, this is worth it. This thing's really nice and heavy duty. I still had to take the tablet out of its protective case because the case has a built-in keyboard. So I didn't want to wreck the keyboard. But lots of fun. Future bottle project is this one here. I don't know what I'm doing on that one yet. That's one I found for $1.49 at the thrift store. So gotta get the label off of it and all that fun stuff. I would love to see you do some live. That'd be a lot of fun. You're good at it, so why not? Oh, I thought I had hand lotion in here. The small bottle with the gunk in it on the bottom had, I tried turpentine to get rid of it. I don't know what's in there. It didn't come out. But this is a previously finished one. Well, it looks like the camera's having a little snark at me there. We don't want to focus or something. Okay. So move that one out of the way. And we've got that one. We'll set it back here so we have a little backdrop. So the finished ones are these. There's the Halloween one again. So that's kind of the theme today, is the bottles. What happened here? There we go. Trying to find a good angle with the iPad and the new rack, so I apologize for the camera quakes here. Alrighty, so again, I am using Deco Art Americana gloss enamels and mixing those with Deco Art Americana multi-surface. And when I fire these in the oven, this one is saying to go up to 325. The other one says 275, so they must have changed the formula because it's hard to find the gloss enamels. But they're pretty much the same thing. So I'm going to just fire them at higher temperature. These paints do fire in a regular oven. They are where you put the glassware after it's cured for 4 days. You go and stick it in a cold oven, turn the oven on, get it up to temperature, leave it sit for a half hour, and then shut the oven off and leave all the glassware in there until it's completely cold. And I've had a lot of pieces that I've fired so far that have done very, very well. So it does the trick. It bonds to the glass at that point. It still can be scraped to a point. There's another brand out there by Martha Stewart that I haven't tried because I didn't want to mix. And then Folk Art, I think, has their own as well. And I didn't want to mix all the different paints together. Martha Stewart's, I think you don't fire that. You leave that sit for 21 days and supposedly it bonds to the glass, but I just don't feel like dealing with it. So the first one we're going to head to today is we're going to try to get this one closer to finished. The paints do have an issue when it comes to oranges and reds. They don't like to exactly adhere to the layers underneath or to the glass. They kind of just thin out really, really easy. So you have to do multiple layers of those colors just if you want them to really pop. So I'm using kind of a one that's called School Bus, so it's kind of a dried wheat color, pretty pale. And then I'm using different shades of brown. And of course orange and red, and the purple grapes I think are done. Those are good enough. These bottles are going to be holding soap. Hi, Laura. How are you, girl? Trying to find what other color was I going to use. Oh, orange. Oh, that's actually a bunny rabbit. That's a little Easter bun. That one I think is my favorite. I'll have to come and watch yours afterward. Well, you know, it was sitting in the back there, so. Just getting some colors ready. And a little bit of black. Oh, pardon me. I didn't yawn until I started talking on camera. It's like, okay, what is my issue? Must be lack of oxygen in my brain, maybe. But since we got the thermostat fixed, the furnace is working, you know, so we have warmth, and I actually have a warm art room, so I'm not sitting here shivering. Oh, I do have to stay. Well, that's going to be fun. Yeah, I remember I thought you had shown that picture too. That was really cute. Let's see, how am I going to do this? I'm still trying to figure out my camera angle, you guys. This is a bigger rack, and of course with the tablet, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this without smacking the rack with a brush. All right. I have gloves on because I'm trying to keep my fingerprints off the glass. Yeah, see, I already smacked this thing. I want this to work really bad because we really need something that doesn't have phone calls coming through. Here's my other light. There we go. Whoops. There we go. Now we're starting to be able to get that last layer to stick. Sure. Prove me wrong. Sure. Maybe a few camera quakes here and there. I apologize in advance. This has been the best place right in front of me because I can actually see the live chat. I had this in a different spot before, but then I'm always going off camera with the painting work. And so I found the place I prefer is to have the tablet right in front of me. But it is a large size iPad, so it does take up space right in front of me. Just glad I didn't get the Pro. That would have been a heck of a lot bigger. I have a wooden mount too for my phone, which I have to get a bigger bolt for it yet to get it to lock the phone into place. And oops, I want to use that for the photography part. But I can't afford a separate camera for all of this, and I thought the iPad would work pretty good, and it's doing okay. The camera seems to kind of adjust in and out a little bit. I don't know why. It flickers or something. Doesn't like the lighting changes. I probably could have gone with a Pro, but I didn't want to pay $1,000 for the tablet. I got this one for less than $400. No, IOBit, not right now. Want to update everything and reboot your system? No. Oh, come on. Okay. I used pictures for references, just to get the image, you know, to get a good reference image, but, most of this, it sits in my head. I'll use like 6 different pictures at once, just to make sure I have the image look the way I want it. But otherwise, I see the design and everything in my head. I do the same thing with like wood carving and stuff. I will actually, if I'm doing a sculpture or anything, whether needle felting or wood carving, I go and I run through the actual process of doing the carving in my head. I visualize the whole thing. So it ends up kind of like a form of meditation for me. Okay. And let's get right there. I'm still going to have to figure out how to focus this thing a little better. All right, and let's go a little bit with, stop it. Go a little bit with golden. Kind of weird painting so far away. I'll perfect this setup with this tablet. I promise. Yeah, these orange and red. It's just so hard to layer this thing in, those colors in. I have trouble sometimes replicating something, but I can't like shut the creative process in my head off. They're special acrylic paints for glass and multi-surface. So these fire in the oven and bond with the glass to an extent. So they're not regular acrylic paints. And they work really well. I've had some really good luck with these things. Just giving myself a couple greens to work with. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, they are really decent. You go and you fire these in the oven, just in your regular cooking oven. If we do this, that might work a little better. Yeah, that could go a little better. Hey. This thing's really touchy with movement, though. I'm not too keen on that. It doesn't seem to like when an object moves. I'm just doing this to make some of this pop out a little bit more. Yeah, the moment I move my hand, it gets really touchy with the camera. That's irritating. I had thought about doing a really cute turkey on here, but I thought the cornucopia would be better. Using a really fine tip brush here. I don't want to have to go back to using my phone on the next live stream, but this camera adjusting is having an issue. Yeah, I thought we had discussed that before, you know, but then Jade happened and, you know, it just, things kind of changed a bit. But yeah, I'm still willing to do a bottle. It's just gonna be fun trying to figure out the, you know, me exporting to England and all that joyous stuff, so. Maybe if I do that. Nope, that didn't fix much. Camera's still doing it. Jeez, that is getting irritating. I can see it while I'm working on this. That's really getting irritating. That would be fun. That'd be so much fun. Yeah, I'm kind of changing the color of this leaf a little bit. Trying to get these colors to lay down is just kind of not the easiest thing. For some fall leaves will still have a little green on them. Yeah, same here. Stuff happened and it's been not fun. Yeah. Yeah, this is for our Thanksgiving holidays here in the States. I do need red anyway. There it is. A little bit of red. There we go, that's laying down decent. Now to work on those apples. Yeah, I think autumn would be fun. I love model railroads. We used to have a model railroad show not that far from where I'm living now, and it was so much fun to go look at the work, all the miniature work, because I used to do doll houses myself. And I love anything in miniature. But yeah, you're right. Most of them are green. Alrighty, so I got red. I'm gonna need a little white. Not a lot. Digital Hammurabi got their painting and the print. And so the painting's been showing up on their live streams, hanging on the wall behind them. I'm just so happy with that. I have other projects I gotta finish first, but I still want to do one of the archers from King Darius, but that's gonna be a little while yet. Oops. I just turned that whole apple white. I didn't intend to. Here we go. Okay. Oh yeah, and play with the resin a little bit too. Yeah, the way people use resin for some of that stuff is pretty amazing. I know I have a lot of jewelry and stuff I got to do for sales and things, but I really want to get to painting some of my D&D miniatures. And of course my vast collection of My Little Ponies too. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that's actually a good idea. Okay. Yeah, my vast collection of My Little Ponies. That one is, she's just gonna get her hair redone neater, and I'm not doing anything to her otherwise. That one was just too cute. Some I collect, and the more modern ones, you know, from this current season, I want to turn into like reindeer and stuff. And my sister-in-law made Christmas ornaments with some of them, and they're so cute. I'm like, gosh, that's adorable. Because they look more like deer in their shape and form than they do horses. So at least the old ones look more like horses. And because of Grampy Lobster, I'm breaking more into the anthropomorphic art now for, I'm gonna try to post stuff for sale on Fur Affinity and stuff like that, just to get a little extra income in. And the fact that I can do it is, I surprised myself, because now I'm working on a griffin for somebody, and I'm just doing different ones just to figure it out. And then I'm doing a couple tattoo designs for my kids. And yeah, so it's just been art-wise, I've been busy. Lots of stuff going on. All right, we're gonna get to working on this basket. This is gonna be tricky. Oh, I love miniatures like that. I have some of the original lead D&D miniatures too from Dungeons and Dragons, and you know, the original ones that TSR did. I've got some. Okay. Oh, cool. That is cool. The Care Bears are cute. And my poor husband, because the whole family is into My Little Pony, is kind of funny. Except for his aunt, she does Monster High stuff, and I want to redo some of the Monster High dolls that I do have. Definitely different style than hers. She goes very much into the horror aspect, and she does some really cool stuff. But I have one that I want, already has the scales on her face and body. And I want to actually do her as a red dragon, and I think that's going to be my first one that I'm going to modify. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I remember Lorana. That actually was a nickname I gave my daughter for a while, because her name is Laura. And my ex-husband didn't appreciate that at all. Tried to get him into gaming and stuff, but he wasn't gonna have that, you know. So I was gaming with my current husband. And a sister, and my ex didn't like that too much. I realize now how little we had in common. Really, overall. And I mean, yeah, I appreciate, you know, deer hunting and food it provides and stuff, but, you know, going to gun shows and crap, yeah. I just gave my assessment of that. That's cool. I still have to finish the superhero drawing I've got of you, where you're doing a superhero landing with your fist, where you're fist punching a Bible. I drew that after, you know, everybody seemed to have a fit when you announced you were transitioning, and all the stupid people came out of the woodwork, you know. Hi, Ollie. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for coming in and visiting. Just working on these bottles. I gotta actually get back in my art room and not so much in Minecraft. I've been kind of lazy. Nice. I think Jade would be super happy that, you know, her legacy is carrying on, and, you know, even with the discussions that are still out there and stuff, and of course she'd still be shaking her head at G-Man and company, but, you know, that's all you can do there. But the fact that a bunch of us are still together and still friends, and miss hearing her voice, although then it's kind of freaky listening to old hangouts and hearing her voice, you know. It's like when I lost my friend Malachi Martin, just to hear his voice sometimes on old recordings of Art Bell and stuff is just, it's surreal. That's about the best word I've got for it. Well, thank you. You pronounce it Nady, Ali? Boy, this camera flickers. I'm going to have to look up how to fix that on iPads, because that's going to drive me crazy. I do any little bit of movement and it just jumps around. Yes, exactly. She'd think that description's funny. You keep jade in your purse. Miniaturized her. No, I'm finally going around to working on the angel statue on my Minecraft on Dragon Coast. It's starting to come out the way I want it, but the hard part is going to be having the angel in block forms holding the cat. Because I wanted to kind of give a nod to her and Freddy, that she was always yelling at Freddy on camera. Well, not always, but, you know. That was the joke. Like Fiona and her horses getting out. You know, every one of us has got some little quirk with our animals. Not doing as much detail on the back part of this thing here. For me, it's my cat with her darts. Oh. Yeah, that was too funny. He's a winner. Let's go. I want to get some of this basket weave texture in here. That's looking better. I mean, this is nowhere near realistic, of course, but I still want it to look a certain way. Oops. Yeah, Freddie got adopted by her friend, though, didn't he? Yeah, I thought her friend had adopted him. If I could have afforded it, I would have had him brought to Minnesota and adopted him. That's what I was contemplating, but there was no way. I couldn't even afford to go to the service. And then, of course, there was the fact that I still had that show that I had signed up for the year before that I had that weekend too, so it's like, what do you do? Looks like I missed out on some drama, though. Some people didn't seem to understand that wasn't exactly the place for drama, but people are people. actually looks pretty decent. I'm liking that. Oh no. Oh, you're kidding. Couldn't find him. You know, if he was that close to her, he probably didn't want to be with anybody else. But he was also a pretty social cat, so I'm wondering if maybe somebody else picked him up. Yeah, it is. It's really coming out really decent. And then I screwed up. Well, it'll get fixed. Boy, that camera though, every little itty bitty movement, this thing does not like it. Most realistic basket, but hey, it does the trick. Now that is funny. Oh my gosh, I missed that one. Oh my gosh, that had to have been just a stitch. That's too funny. Yeah, he probably can catch food then. I wish I could have seen that hang out. That's too much. I gotta get some more of the dark brown. Oh, what did I do with it? There it is. Sorry, I had the brush in my mouth. I'm still laughing about that image in my head. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Unlike my glorious Oscar, who didn't kill the mouse, he stunned it. because his hunting method was to stomp it with his hind feet. And then he was carrying it around in his mouth and yowling. And he tried to yowl with the mouse in his mouth, and the mouse got loose. And so the cat is chasing it all over. Mina's trying to catch it. Oscar gets it again, and I watch him take his double-sized hind feet and stomp at the mouse again, and we caught it and let it outside, but it was just hilarious. I heard every time in a Shadow Heathens hangout when Oscar would climb on top of me. Then you couldn't see me on camera because it'd be all white cat. They love to interrupt hangouts. It's too bad there isn't a recording of that Jade Mouse Freddy incident somewhere that's readily available. Be hilarious. Oh yeah, but I'm pretty sure he probably ended up with a home. Somebody picked him up. Oh yeah, Oscar always wanted to be on camera, even in Hilton hangouts. It was so funny because there'd be the cat. Gotta climb on Mom. Of course, now I have it with Wraith. He has to do that while I'm on the toilet. I can't stop him from doing it. He is just so needy, and before I started live stream, he was chasing me around the house from one room to the next. It's like he wanted attention, like, now, constant, non-stop. The Minecraft live streams are fun when Chell gets a hold of her Nerf dart and starts yowling at the top of her lungs. Yeah, either that or, hey, I'll come join you. You're sitting there doing nothing but talking. I'll come see you. I love you, Mommy. Same thing with the bathroom, though. I love you, Mommy. I come see you. I drool all over you, and oh my gosh, does he drool. Ugh. I thought Oscar drooled. No, Wraith is the worst on drooling. It will run it down my arm, or if he decides to hug up at my neck, it's running down my neck, under my bra. It's just, oh my gosh, the cat's got such a drooling problem. It is so gross. Really, Wraith, I love you, but I'm soaking wet now. Thanks, cat. He's so weird. But now that Oscar's gone, Wraith has decided I am definitely his, and he's very, very demanding. But American Bombays are, though. That's the nature of the breed. They want to be the boss cat, and they bond to a person, and they're extremely hard to rehome even, because they bond that hard. I need a little bit more black. That's really turning out. Just about done with this one. That's looking really good. All right, more black. Feed them, clean their litter box, you know, all that sort of good stuff. Yeah, his drooling is a thing of wonder. I had one cat that he was an outside cat, and he would drool, and I'd be petting him, and he'd be sitting on the deck of the house. He'd be sitting on the railing on the deck, and the drool would just turn into this massive puddle on the deck boards, because it would just run out of his mouth. And veterinaries say that cats just like that just get so relaxed that they just drool. It's nothing, not a warning sign of anything, or, you know. But I think Wraith might be rivaling Yowler on the drooling department. Yeah. Thank you. I still add them here and there, but I wanted the basket to come out a little bit more on the realistic side. Get texture change in there and color change in there. I love painting where it looks like there's textures in there. Sorry, bumped the camera again. Helps that this paint stays wet a little bit, so it doesn't dry as fast as regular acrylics. Now, I've been out of the loop on the Hangouts. Has anybody heard from Shadow Heathens? I really like that. That's cool. Pounce and chase. Oh no, they don't. Although I did have a black cat named Blackie when I was 12 years old. Or 10. Somewhere in there. one thing when little kids do it. I have one more little spot that I noticed I gotta add to. Oh, okay. Not good on the strokes, but good that he's doing okay. I worry about him. He's a pretty cool guy. Only thing I find I have trouble with, I bought his book and I haven't been able to read it yet, because if I sit and try to read a book at work on my downtime, it's not enough to focus my brain to keep me awake. And maybe I should start reading before bed again, though. So I have his book sitting here, and I have yet to open it up, just like the last Harry Dresden book I haven't read either, and I haven't finished Game of Thrones, and yeah. I have to buy his the second one in his series too. And then James Downard's books too, I want to get. Gonna be a while. There. That's that one. I'm really happy with that. I don't even mind that little bit of white on the back there. I don't care. It still came out pretty darn cool. I'd have to scrape that white off with a razor blade. I don't want to touch the design. Okay, sit up for a minute. Take those gloves off and let my hands cool down. I get so overheated sometimes, I swear. That's a weird camera angle. Hey, everybody, say hi to my ceiling. Oh, I love those. I absolutely love the twins books. Yeah, I probably should do that. That would probably relax me enough to go to sleep. Thank you. I really like that one. That is fantastic. I used to do these cornucopias with my mother all the time. That's one thing she did teach me, was working on those. But she never really wanted me to draw too much or anything, and I still did anyway, but it was always a lot of criticism, especially if I drew horses. She didn't like that. I didn't get them realistic enough because, well, what, 12? 10? Hi, Celeste. And so it was, you know, there's certain things that I wasn't able to do. Like, I had to go out in the barn to practice for choir and stuff like that. And it's like, now she doesn't, you know, she's pretty pleased with everything that I do. But, oh, back then, that was a big no-go. Oh. Yeah, I love those autumn colors. They're just fantastic. Yeah, Celeste, this is the one I just finished. And the camera does flicker in and out. It's on my iPad. Because I was trying to avoid the whole phone calls thing and didn't have much luck. It looks like a little bit of the yellow scraped off. Let's fix that. Ah, bugger me. Yellow kind of dried out on me there. Well, I used it too, so. I don't want to have too much yellow and brown because the next one I'm going to work on is the Valentine's Day one. Forgot to put my gloves back on. Ooh, don't do that. Okay. Forgot I'd already painted my signature on the bottom there. Okay. That's better. All right. Switch gears. I'm having fun doing these bottles, all the different colors and stuff. Coming out really decent. So, this one. Get some different colors set up here. Hard part is going to be on this one is I kind of want to do more of a design looking like a quilt. That's going to be a challenge. Not too sure if I'm going to be able to reproduce what I see in my head here, but I'm going to give it a shot. Yeah, that's the red barn. It's the bright red. I got the white. Let's get the other tone of pink in there too. Yeah. Ouch! Ah! Ow! The bottle slipped out of my hand and hit me under the eye. Oh. Ah, right by my nose. I was shaking the bottle up. Ah, okay. Ow. I might have given, I'm going to probably have a shiner off of this one. I got myself pretty good. That was not brilliant. Ow. Oh boy. Boy, that wasn't smart. Why is the red barn so... Come on. Yeah, it could be worse. I could have gotten myself in the eye. There we go. That would have to be some throw. To get to England, that would really have to be some sort of throw there. Ah. Yes, Mud Broker, exactly. I had to suffer for my art, doggone it. All right. Ouch. Yep, that's smarts. Sabine Davis just uploaded her latest. I found her through Amber Lynn. My friend from Germany. Work that one out. All right. Ah, that was my hand. Ow. It wasn't directly under my eye. It was on the cheek part right below my eye and my nose. Oh, I forgot to put the gloves back on. I probably should. That would be smart. I ordered a case of gloves. Sometimes I have to bring them to work too, but I think next time I might order mediums. I think these are large. And they're just a little bigger than I'd like. Oops. Trying to mimic a blanket stitch here. All right, Laura. You have fun. Thank you for popping in. Hugs. Air hugs. Have a good night, dear. This is one where I'm kind of seeing it in my head. I gotta make sure I do it. Oh, hi, Ubang. Oops. And I am filming this on my iPad, so the camera kind of goes in and out a little bit. I'm not happy with that. But it's like, do I deal with that or phone calls coming through if I use my iPhone? Love you. I want this to look like yarn stitching here. I love blanket stitching myself. I think it's awful fun just to do it. Oh, thank you, Ubang. I'm getting better. I want to make it that I can supplement my income enough that I don't have to work out of the house so much. This week I haven't been the most cooperative with my goals. I did more video game playing than anything else. It's like I gotta get these projects done. Trying to make this kind of pop a little bit more here. Like actual yarn stitches. Okay. This one's going to be a little simpler design, I think. A little more cutesy. Because it's Valentine's. I didn't feel like doing a rose. This paint is not the best for doing realistic flowers, just because of the blending issues that it sometimes has. Oh, good grief. Well, my mom is an artist. Well, was an artist. She doesn't paint anymore. So I was exposed to art really, really young. Although she didn't really want me to watch her paint even, because she didn't want my style influenced by anything else. But, I mean, I was doing drawing and stuff. I sold my first painting when I was 12. And just kept going from there. And I had my second mother, my junior high school to high school art teacher. Had her for 8 years. And she was a big influence. Hi, Blue. And I'm 52 now, so I mean, I've been at it for a long while. When I was married to my ex, I kind of stopped painting after about 5 years, because he'd kind of pick on me a lot if I was doing it, because practicing wasn't a way of making money. So, you know, he's one that wanted me to do like 2-3 jobs at once and stuff. So I'm actually a little behind compared to where I should be at. But I'm catching up with myself, I think. I'm going to have to fill in a little bit more white here. Oops. Let's do another layer of light pink and white. Let's see if I can get a cleaner layer on there. Oh, if I kill a brush, might have to shove this one in the Terpenoid. Oh, didn't kill the brush. Multiple layers of trying to cover these bottles sometimes, I swear. Yep, this one's going to take a few more coats of drying time before I can do anything else with it. Arrgh. we go. I have enough texture through the paint that I can see my old drawings on here. That one. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I intend to for as long as I can. I don't know why I didn't think of putting another layer of paint on this before I started the blanket edging, but at least you guys can kind of see what my intentions are with this. Sorry, I'm jiggling the camera. My apologies. I'm also going to try to put together some tutorial videos. I've had requests for like how I do eyes on miniatures. And so I'm going to do a series on different styles of eyes that I do. And I don't do very realistic eyes normally. I do them on miniatures, but there's only so much space that you have to work with on a miniature where you don't have to worry about the little teeny lines of different color and stuff like that. But just to get the eyes to look like they're looking at you, like on dolls and stuff. So I'm probably going to do is take out a monster high doll and strip the face, and we'll do a face up. And I'll do it with paint so people can see what I do with paint, and then we'll take that off, and then I'll do a regular pastel and colored pencil face up. But that's in the works over the next couple weeks, I think. All right, so we know what this one's going to be for sure. I'm getting that quilted feel to it, but that extra paint in the background I think has to dry. Oh, thank you, Ubang. Have a good night. I'd start painting over that now, but I think I need to do another layer of the pale pink before I do that. So now, yeah, that one bottle's still drying. I got this one. Let's see what I'm gonna do with that. I have no idea. Ideas. I must have ideas. Oh, that can't type with. Just want to see what other people are doing. Surprisingly, painted olive oil bottles are big business. No joke. Oh, I don't know if I could be that precise. Sorry. Boy, that is, this one person's doing raised designs of paisley designs, and I think they're cool. I could do it. I really don't feel like doing flowers or anything. I've done lots of flowers for these people. I'm just not sure I want to do another thing of flowers. I don't know. Thinking. Oh, I just got an announcement, Revelation News. G-Man is friends with them again. But you know I never will be, because you're not supposed to criticize people. Criticism is wrong at all times, at all costs. But oh well. Well, it looks like I think I'm gonna just they had chili peppers on this one before. I kind of like to keep that chili pepper theme. What color do I do for a background? Something fun. I'm just looking at doing something different. Well, some people are doing them on turquoise backgrounds. Which is what I'm kind of been seeing in my head. Hi, Mandy. And I love that pale blue. I think that'd be, I love that color. So let's, this one I'm just gonna, you're in Kansas? Gotta be warmer than up here. Just laying in the base coat tonight because we got to get this paint to stick a little bit and cure, and then it's going to need multiple layers because I want this color to be absolutely smooth. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, this, whoa, stop jigging the camera, Feather. Bad girl, bad girl. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? I'm sorry. Just want to get this first layer of paint down. All right, well, you have fun down there. Love you. And enjoy being warmer than we are up here. For anyone who doesn't know, Amanda is my best friend's daughter. My best friend and I have known each other since I was 11 years old, so 41 years. And so Mandy is like one of my other kids. She says I'm her crazy aunt, but she's more like one of my kids. And my son's girlfriend is another one of my kids, pretty much. So technically, I have 4 kids. I've claimed 2 of them as my own, doggone it. We were going to go have a 40th anniversary celebration and hotel it and everything. It was my plan, and go to ceramics painting class and stuff, and just her mom and I get together and have a weekend, but finances suck. Oh, we might have to do a 45th anniversary. Not that far off, so. Oh, come on, stop bumping the darn stand. Let's hope these people don't decide to put these bottles in the dishwasher. So that's what happened to, like, this one had the chili peppers on it before, and it had been in the dishwasher a few times, just like they had a snowman design on the Christmas bottle in the back there, and that does scrape off after a while. I mean, it adheres really well, and it's supposed to be top rack dishwasher safe, but still, you know, it's not recommended when you have something that's hand painted. So use up the rest of that glass paint. Pardon me. Okay, so this thing I'm going to put a few more coats on it just to get the layers on there. All right. What time is it? Almost 7. Oh. Now let's see. What else have I got that needs doing? That one bottle I got to soak the label off, so that's a no-go. Thinking. This was in hubby's stash of stuff. I don't know if this one can be fired though. Should be able to be fired. I don't see why it couldn't. It's porcelain. Well, let's have some fun with it. Oops. So I'm gonna leave this on the hook here because this is the first thing we're gonna paint. That's gonna be a fun little design, just for giggles. Oh, and the geek room is live. Anybody get the feeling I'm in love with this color? Yes. Well, it'll get its clapper back. Clap on, clap off. Probably wasn't smart to paint the bottom of it, but it'll get another coat anyway. do I do here? There's some raised areas. I think I'm going to continue with the teal. I have an idea in my head. There is an idea. It is forming. Dumb cup. Gloves back on. I'd work on the painting of the poodle, but I don't know what to do with the background color. Paranoia is really heavily involved on with some streamers on Twitch, and he's helping out with science education videos and live streams on Twitch and stuff, so he's been pretty busy. Well, they weren't too consistent with this mold that they did this bell with, because some of these areas are not raised and they should be. I found this when we were trying to pack things up to organize, and I'm like, oh, hey, that's mine now. I'm taking it. It's mine. All mine. I love that color so much. Okay, the trick to doing these petals like this is, of course, you want to have more pressure at the top, and then just drag it down to a thinner point. And this one I kind of sucked at. But since it's hand painted, it's not. if you see something that's extremely perfect, there's going to be a lot of times you're going to find it's decals. Hubby wanted me to paint World War II bird nose art on our KitchenAid mixer. And boy, the work involved in that, when I was researching it, I'm like, oh, holy crap. I don't know if I want to do that. Having to go and you know, kind of buff it out, remove the screws, remove the plates, cover vents. A lot of people doing the nose art are actually using decals and airbrushes, which I don't have. It's like, no. I don't feel like dealing with this. Look really cool, though. I mean, one gal is selling hers. She does the pinup nose art, and she's selling hers, the brand new mixers, for like $1,700 each when she gets done with them. Oh boy, that pedal stunk. Oh, fake it. Fake it. There we go. My hands are a lot steadier today than they have been. If I could get my camera to be that steady. Keeps flickering in and out. It doesn't like to stay focused. Can't get my camera to focus on anything, I swear. I make it sit down to do its homework, and camera still won't focus. Sorry. Bad joke. Yeah, I could. I got some other things in the works first. And someday owning a airbrush would be really cool. I actually kind of want to just leave it at that. If I do any more on that, that's going to look a little too cheesy. I kind of like it the way it is. Just really simple. And then I'm going to, on the bottom of the clapper, or the sides, I'm going to do little white flowers like those. Just the opposite. That's something my ex-husband would have done to me. Actually, that was something he did to me. You need to get another job. I was already working too. Hi, Justin. Welcome aboard. What am I going to do now? I think this should be dry enough to put another coat on. I'm painting on glass bottles tonight, or at least trying to finish some of these up. This one I finished in this live stream. These are just projects that people are wanting me to do. And so this is one from another live stream. So I'm doing a set of different holiday ones for them. And these bottles they're using for dish soap, so the colors are really going to stand out. This one doesn't exactly fit on camera too well, but yeah, I like that Thanksgiving one. That really came out good. The Valentine's one, I'm trying to mimic a quilt a little bit. So I've got like the blanket stitching across the top here, and yeah, the Christmas candle, that's one of my favorite designs to paint. I love painting those candles. Always has been one of my favorite things to paint. Don't really know why, it's just is. So I'm mixing two colors to do more of this background. I have gloves on so I don't leave fingerprints. Yes, those are a thing. Fingerprints on the glass. And I'm stating that because I had somebody ask last time I was doing a painting live stream. The paints I'm using are Deco Art Americana gloss enamels and multi-surface enamel paints, and they're acrylics, but they fire in the regular kitchen oven. Yeah, then I'm gonna have to just go back over with that light pink again. These paints need multiple layers if you're trying to do something really thick. Because they just kind of have issues with layering really, really standout colors. The glass will show through on a lot of it. And this one, I want it to be thick like fabric. So I'm having to work with it a little bit over and over again. The paint has to cure for 4 days and then it can be fired in the oven. I haven't fired the other bottles yet. I kind of want to do a big batch. There we go. Now I'm getting that layering in. Good. All right. I actually think I'm ready to do some more on that one. Sorry, I bumped the camera yet again. I have the camera sitting in front of me because it's just the way I like to work with it, but the drawback is I tend to bump it. So of course this one's all with the pink and the, you know, the frilly stuff. So this is the paint right here. This is Americana Frost Gloss. I want to get more of those. The other one is multi-surface satin. And these fire in the oven at 325 degrees. You start with a cold oven, have the glass on a tray, of course, and I put parchment paper on the tray as well so that the metal and the glass don't come in contact with each other. And then you have the oven cold, start it, let it preheat with the bottles in the oven, and then you let it go for 30 minutes, and then you shut it off and let the bottles cool all the way to room temperature before you take them out of the oven. And that way the glass doesn't explode or crack or anything like that. And they are supposed to be top rack, dishwasher safe, but, you know, considering that you're dealing with something that's hand painted, I really recommend they're hand washed. I don't think it's food safe, so you don't, you know, you don't put it on the inside of something that you're going to eat with. There. This one I actually need to go with the bigger brush. Okay. This pink might take a few layers. Yeah. Maybe if we do this. That's gonna take a couple layers. You bugger. About what I expected, though. The reds don't have the thick coverage that blues do in this paint. Gotta be something with the dyes. And that one I deliberately left the brush strokes in there because I want it to look more like fabric, but I think I'm gonna do at least a little bit more coverage on that. Okay. Yeah. And I'm gonna go back to the fine brush. Just want this to look like it's just hand done. Hand stitches. I used to do some embroidery, so I'm gonna pick that up again too, but that's only at work because some places I can't bring a lot of stuff to work on break, so I just need smaller projects. This one I just wanted to be cute and fun. Yeah. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Now it's gotta wait because that needs another coat. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Yeah, I finished the Thanksgiving one. So I got that one done. And then I swiped an old bell from Troy. So the clapper's gonna have little white flowers on it. And then this one, I'm waiting for this layer of paint to dry, and I gotta do another layer, and that'll be chili peppers type design on it. So I'm getting there. Ugh. Hey, you popped in just when I'm running out of steam. Been painting for a couple hours. 150 minutes, according to YouTube. So that's not too bad. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to call this one, in part because I do need to go to the bathroom. And I also probably gonna have to take a nap before work. With the kids I take care of, falling asleep is not an option. So anyway, yeah, occasionally it's important. But yeah, I should probably get going and do real life stuff here, because I am running out of steam. So I will talk to you guys later. Everybody have a fantastic night for me, and get lots of sleep for me. And I will see you on the next stream. Night, everybody. Blessed be.